Dr. Truth, tell us who you are. And today we decided to share with the universe a little bit about 5 juicy principles. Tell people what juicy principles are.
You know what juicy principles are, Traci. So this is my juicy star from Juicy Women University, and we are talking about some 5 juicy principles that help us, remind us, and keep joy as our first nature. So we're going to share these 5 principles with you right now.
And we're starting a routine. So we're actually building these in our life. And we've been part of the Brina Jackson Gandy's Juicy Woman University for a couple of years. Me, I'm on year 3. And so I'm a better woman because of it. Year 2 for you? Okay, so we're building a routine. So this is so that we remember these 5 principles on a regular basis. So the first one is...
Ready? Okay.
A clear mind.
Mind.
The second one is...
Open heart.
Yes, an open heart. The third one is...
A well body.
A well body. Okay, we're making this up as we go. The fourth one is... Full spirit.
Full spirit with our full wingspan.
Full wingspan living, baby. And the 5th one is wisely managing
my inner chi.
Wisely managing our energy. She has a whole nother level of conversation we're going to have.
Talking about that womb wisdom. Yes.
I love it. Okay, ladies, gentlemen, whoever is around, we're going to repeat those and talk a little bit about it real quick. So the concept of a clear mind, what does that mean to you, Dr. Truth?
That you don't have a jumbled up thoughts. You're getting those out on paper, either by journaling. You have a clear, focused mind. Usually that mind is focused on God and God's will and what you have to do for that day, and also being in the moment.
Mindfulness. I love that. So clear mind, y'all, is principle number 1. Having a clear mind for me means all the same things. But for me, focus was really important, because someone who has a lot going on, being able to be really clear and really focused about what I want to accomplish in that given day. So if you wake up every day and you say, I have a clear mind, right? And this is what I'm going to do to make sure of that. When other people are coming in, you don't have to let that stuff and bother you in any way, influence you. So a clear mind means have a clear mind, control your thoughts, right? Be a master of your thoughts. Just because it's not coming to your head doesn't mean you have to give it any energy. So matter of fact, a clear mind to me means you are an expert at blocking the thoughts that don't serve you. The thoughts that don't bring you joy are not true.
All right.
Hello. So clear mind, that's thought number 1. That's principle number 1. Principle number 2 is an open heart. Yes, an open heart. What does that mean to you, Dr. Truth?
An open heart means that I have let some things go. I have forgiven myself and others. I have done some of my forgiveness work, my ongoing forgiveness work. And I'll let Traci continue.
So when I same thing, like I think open heart, the thing that Debrina does extremely well is she talks about forgiveness, and we're the first ones. We need to forgive ourselves first. And so for me, that it had a lot to do with clearing out some old junk. She calls it gunk, junk, and funk. Right? You gotta clear out this stuff to be open, right? To be open for things and other people, and you know, and people may have harmed you in the past. Letting that go. I'm kind of an expert at that, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't really know. But I don't let old things stick. Like I believe personally that everything happens for my good. So having an open heart is kind of part of my nature. When bad things happen in the moment, I'm like, this too is for my good. I was getting fired. I ended up hugging the lady. I was like, do you believe in divine intervention? I literally believed it in the moment. So an open heart is really a state of mind as well as really focused on your heart. So I love that. So we have clear mind, open heart. The third one is
well body.
A well body. Ooh, what does a well body mean to you? And what are you doing for your well body?
So a well body means that I don't have any aches and pains. And even if I do have aches or pains, then I'm not treating it with medication and Tylenol and everything else. I'm asking my body, what does it need? I'm giving my body what it needs, the natural foods, TTF eating.
No one knows what TTF really means. Wait, what does that mean?
True to form eating, which is the natural way that God wanted us to eat. So plants, things from the ground, things from the root, things from the tree, drinking pH water, all of those things, and also moving our body. So exercising, dancing, flowing through our day, all of those things.
I love it. Well body, very similar. I see pictures of Dr. Truth, and her body she's gorgeous, right? And I think it's true. It's true. And I think we're all beautiful. And I think celebrating wherever we are in our body, loving our body as it is to me a huge part of having a well body. And then if there's things you want to do, like me, I got 100 pounds to release. It's got to go. I turning my success sack into a six-pack. And that's a whole nother story, but that's what I'm on the process of doing. And so, but I love my body as is. I love every role. It is what it is. And it's a great before and after. And I know that the work that I do for my well body is going to help other people know that it's possible for them as well. So I'm super excited about my wellness journey. I was just drinking water. My first meal of today was at 11 o'clock. So I'm also doing a little bit of, for me, I'm doing a little bit of intermittent fasting. So I'm trying to say 11 to 7 is my pathway to heaven. That means before 11, I'm in prayer and meditation. I'm doing some other things, but I'm not thinking about food yet, right? Bodies love it when you kind of focus on that, a little bit of cleansing and clarity and all that good stuff. So it helps me.
Yeah.
So we got number one. I'm repeating them all, guys. This is called neuroplasticity. This is like neuroscience. You're conditioning your brain. You repeat it over and over, and then it becomes who you are. So number one, clear mind. Number two was open heart. Number three was well body. Number four, I think she's giving me clues. We did this because we're trying to remember it ourselves. We're not telling you because we got it all together. We're telling you because we said, hey, let's do this over. Every time we meet, let's say these 5 things. Let's do a video. Let's come back and amuse ourselves and hopefully help some people along the way. So she was giving me a clue. Full wingspan living. So what does she call it though? Full spirit.
So Traci is going to give us an example of what full spirit is.
So full wingspan living is, baby, you are showing hey, at the end of the day, a full spirit has, to me, a lot to do with just your relationship with your creator, right? Being connected, knowing that for me, I like being connected to the inklings. A lot of times we've toned out the messaging that comes to us. And so living full span to me, it's just being open every day, every moment by moment to the words that's coming to you, right? Being full spirit is saying, I'm open, I am surrendered, I am ready. Lord, what you want me to do today?
Come on.
What would you like me to do that? I wrote in this book called Ignite Your Inner Spirit. And my thing was about just being, we all have this gift within us. So anyway, full spirit to me is about just being open to the possibilities. What about you? What does full spirit mean? You're the daughter of a preacher. What you know about full spirit? Tell us some things. You know all about a full spirit.
So full spirit, in order to be on full, with my joy on full, I have to be open to listening to messages from God, because God is the source of the joy, of my joy, right? So it starts with Jesus. Sometimes it's Joy, so Jesus other than yourself, but it starts with God in the center of my joy. And so being able to listen and heed and obey what God says to move on. So what does he say? I just took a day off yesterday. And so it was to listen to the strategic plan that God has for me in my life, personally and professionally. And what's my next best move that's aligned with God's will for my life. That's my joy. And when
plug it in.
When I move away, then I don't have joy. I may have chaos, confusion, my will, but it's not God's will. So sometimes we're not still enough to even hear from God. And so just being silent, being still, that's hard for me and Traci. She's my juicy buddy. We working on it. I think that's why we together.
Exactly. Sabrina knew exactly what she was doing when she put us together. She did.
But we're working on it together, and we just agreed that we are going to take a sacred bath and journal.
Wait, now slow down. Slow down. We agreed because the last time we did this was a year ago. Like the last time I took a bath was over.
Not me.
Not her. But the last time I took a sacred bath, like actually soaking, not the last time I showered, but the last time I soaked in the bath. Talk about why that's so important. So just saying it is one thing, but talking about what happens when you really allow yourself to explore that adventure.
One, it allows us to slow down. I know Sabrina will have a whole lot more. So we're giving you the we're giving you the speed.
But we know what
so
the learner's version.
We missed something.
Learner's version.
But one of the reasons why we sit in a tub is one, so we can even see our body. Because if you shower, you can see or visualize your body. Two is because we can touch and be more in tune with our body, because our bodies hold emotions. There's a book called Body Keeps the Score, where we talk about trauma that's trapped in our bodies and emotions. So we want to get some of that pain also, if we talk about the metaphysical, some of that pain is actually connected to emotions that's in our body. So if it's in our back, then it's a reason connected to that emotional connection to why our back is hurting. Not gonna go all the way there. Y'all have to pay me for the rest.
Bottom line, well, the full spirit, we got a lot going on. We got a lot going on with the full spirit. Number 5. What was number 5?
Okay, number 5 is
wisely managing our energy. So first, let me say it the way Sabrina said, and then we're gonna add your complication to it. So first, Sabrina says wisely managing your energy, spelled E-N-E-R-G-Y. Energy, meaning, tell us about that one. And then we're gonna go to your inner G, which is a whole nother situation, which she just came up with. So wisely managing your energy, what does that look like to you?
So wisely managing my energy is not wisely managing my time, it's really my energy. So what am I directing and focusing my energy on? No matter what is presented to me, what do I manage or entertain or get caught up in with my energy? So somebody can come with a rah, 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 but I don't have to give my energy to it. I can simply respond in a calm manner and say, thank you for sharing, and move along.
Wait a minute. There's some power in that, y'all. Let me understand what she just said. When she said rah, 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 what you really meant is somebody drops a pile of crap right in your lap on top of your head. You write some energy that is negative, that is not empowering, whatever that is coming in your space. You can decide, thank you for sharing, right? I choose not to walk around the poop, in other words, right?
That's in with love. You know, I don't have to cuss them out. I don't have to put them down. I don't even have to go back and forth with them. I can just respond in a manner that lets them know that
I heard you. I appreciate you.
I will accept. This is who I am. I don't have to lower my standards to get on your lower vibration, because I'm all the way up here.
Full wingspan living, baby. Oh my goodness. Now we can keep talking, but at the end of the day, what we're doing is we're creating some rituals. There's daily rituals and there's also weekly rituals. So we're going to be thinking about this daily. We're going to come together weekly. We're already doing that, but we're adding some other things that we're going to do when we're not together. But what would you want to say to people as we close this call about their daily rituals? Those 5 principles. We'll say them again: clear mind, open heart, well body. Thank you, full wingspan living. I mean, full spirit, and then wisely manage your energy. See, we're practicing. We only did this because we wanted to practice, right? So what would you share as a licensed professional, Dr. Truth? What would you share about the importance?
Yeah, but I am licensed eligible psychologist.
So what would you like to share, Dr. Truth, about this concept of daily practices? Why is that so important? Why are these rituals so important?
I think that is so important, not just as, oh, let me check this off my list, but to become a daily lifestyle and a habit of truly living the way we were designed to live, again, in full joy. But we've moved far away from it that now we think that some of us think that chaos, confusion, and busy doing is the American way, but also it has become, we have adopted it as our way of living and not our divine nature. Our true divine nature is to live in flow and prosperity and joy and peace and happiness and a well body and a clear mind and a full spirit. And what else? Managing our energy, not letting anyone else get us off our square. Did I miss one?
That's
open heart. Being able to love and be loved, to receive love and also to give love with no strings attached.
So you got 2 minutes before you got to go. So I just want to end this call by where we started. So we started actually watching the replay, and there was a beautiful lady. We didn't even get through the thing because you was like, go back and rewind and say that. She's literally made me rewind 10 times. So I was like, well, let's just solidify this once and for all. Let's just lock this in. So we didn't even get to the replay, Sabrina, because this right here was so impressed by the sharing. Say her name and what she said.
Juicy Antoinette. And she gave us the sacred 6 and she gave us the 5 juicy principles. So we just gave you the 5 juicy principles, but she also gave us sacred 6, which is prayer, meditation, journaling, reading, affirmations, and movement.
That's part of her daily rituals. That's what she does. We love it. We're adapting that too. So we'll come back and do some more videos about that too. So we'll come back to y'all later. Say that again.
We're going to borrow that, sis. Love you.
So this is Juicy Traci, Juicy Dr. Truth. Any final words, Dr. Truth?
I love you.
Love you. Smooches. We out.